So I'm Ian Sibbert. I'm the dojo shu here at Formokan Judo Club. And so my club is Formokan Judo Club. We've now taken the acronym FJC just to shorten it down and make it a little bit more modern. But this club, we are, recreational and competitive training, so we're able to do it all. We we have beginners to advanced. We have expert kata instructors. So any avenue you want to do in judo, we have the people here to be able to help you. And my instructors have a lot of patience and a lot of passion for what they do. Oh, story about Charlie. Charlie, I've been with him since I was 7 years old at this club. My parents brought me here. They also were judoka. And Charlie has always been like a second father to me. Usually the loudest guy in the room, but full of life and fun. Um, yeah, it is, I can't say enough about Charlie for how he's been to me as a person, and you know my growth just in life and in judo. Um, hmm, uh, he was a bit of a crazy driver, right? So whenever we go to tournaments and stuff, he'd be driving on the highway, and we'd have Sensei Craig in the passenger seat, always yelling, "Charlie, slow down! Charlie, they're braking upstairs!" And it's just a big joke for a long time on how how uh, how Charlie used to drive to get us to tournaments and stuff like that. So, but well, first thing I'd say to someone starting in judo is just start, right? Don't try to rush things, and don't worry if you can't figure something out or get something, because we all started in the same point, and we've all, you know, you develop and you grow as you train. Just keep going, and you'll get to whatever goal you're searching for. I just I love judo. I actually stopped at 15 and always wanted to come back. And finally, at 30, I came back because I missed it. I missed the atmosphere, especially with this club. It's always been a very much family-oriented atmosphere. We treat each other with a lot of respect, and this is our judo family. Um, People are here. They start at 7 years old, and they're here in their 50s, right? Just like me. Yeah. Not quite in my 50s yet, almost 48. But it's just, I love it here, and my passion's for teaching and coaching. And I'm glad Charlie entrusted the club to me to move forward and grow.
Hi, it's Craig Weldon from the Formokan Judo Club. Judo's done a lot for me over the years, and really, judo owes me nothing. I owe everything to judo. It's been my life for over 50 years, and I just enjoy giving back to the kids. I give it, spending time with the kids, and so camaraderie of all the colored color belts on the senior class. That we get together 2 to 3 days a week. We travel together to tournaments, different training camps. It's like a brotherhood, a sisterhood for all of our groups. So we really enjoy each other's company. Like I said, it's a camaraderie that we've developed over many, many years. That Charlie started a number of years ago when he first started the club, and we really enjoy each other's company and learning together and traveling together and laughing together. Hi, so I just wanted to tell you about a quick story about Charlie there that was quite funny. Many, many years ago, we were in New York City and we are going out for dinner. And we were in the car, and Charlie mentioned that he forgot his wallet. So we went. We sent Charlie back. We said, "Hurry up, Charlie, because we have dinner reservations." Charlie went back, came back, said, "Yeah, okay, guys, I'm okay. I got my wallet." So we went for a nice dinner. We came back 3, 4 hours later and realized that Charlie had left the hotel door open. So we didn't know if all of our passports and clothes were still there, but everything turned out okay. So that's just one small story of all the trips that we've been on, and a lot of funny stories with such a Charlie Formosa over the years as part of the Formokan Judo Club.
Okay. Okay. Again, my name is Eddie Zupancic. I'm still the original one of the original members of Formokan Judo Club, established in 1975, and is still carrying on our sensei's legacy, the only active one since that time. Sensei Charlie, we joined this club back in actually before we had Formokan at the Oshawa Recreation Department. We went to see his classes, and it was my mother who decided to pick Charlie because he was very, very good looking, very athletic. His break falls were second to none, and I think that was his trademark in that his break falls, which is a great big part of judo, taking a break fall, that was his forte. Um, Charlie was always we had a great relationship. We would fight off the mats, on the mats, but at the end of the day, we would always judo. As you can see, the physicality, trying to keep in shape, trying to keep a svelte body. Um, we have the camaraderie that we've all the years that we've had. We've established with our friends. We have Thursday nights our social night where we have a couple of orange juices and enjoy the friendship that we've established along the years. It's all and then again, Sensei Charlie every Thursday night was always traditional to have that, and we still keep that today. You see the judo, we're doing our great stuff that we do, which keeps us nimble, and as long as our joints keep working, we'll be fine. Charlie and I used to practice kata, and he was again such a natural athlete. He could do almost anything just looking at it. So we decided to enter a kata tournament, and Charlie, um, though he was so skilled in seeing stuff, he sometimes would forget stuff. So while we were while we were doing our nagi no kata, our forms of throwing, he wrote down the names of the techniques on his hand. In one of our techniques, haragoshi, we put our hand behind the back, and he would read the names of the throws. Unfortunately, during the tournament, he got very nervous. I got very nervous. We started sweating, and as he turned up his hand, all the ink smudged on his hand onto my gi, and so he would stop and say, "Eddie, what's the next one? What's the next one?" And we quickly do it, and we did it. But that was a small tidbit of what we did to try to not cheat, but anyways, but it was the names of the throws were smudged on his hands so he couldn't. And then that's his legacy. We continue with the kids class. We have a lot of good kids class, and Charlie always never advertised his club. It was always word of mouth, which is usually the best marketing, and always had full classes. I was here during the times of our Olympians, Glenn Beauchamp. We had major people fighting here. We would have wars on there, 2 hours of fighting, which Charlie actually led because he was a fighter deep down as well. His national medal established himself in the early days in the 60s and still loved fighting, which is a big part of judo. We kind of fight on the mats, and we did a little bit of fighting off the mat, but that was all good. Um, as you see, we have a lot of different black belts at our club, but Charlie's main pillar for him, a pillar of strength, was his wife Tony, and she supported him in everything that he did and allowed him to travel the world as a referee, and all the time that we spent. She was the administrator of our club and kept things going for as long as Charlie had to, and be friends. That's why we're friends today. I love him to death, and I wish he was on the mat still with us today. Anyways,